Hello everyone, I, Supriya Kanwal, would like to welcome you all to the YouTube channel of AstroSage, world's #1 astrology portal. I hope you all are doing well. Today, I have come bearing gifts in the form of this detailed video. Past few years have been challenging for all of us, but 2022 brought a sign of relief as we finally moved out of the lockdown and entered back into the world that we all once knew. But will 2023 be as we expect it to be, free of problems, diseases and financial crisis? Or will we have to go through another patch which is full of uncertainties? Let's find out in this special video. Let's see how the year will be for the Cancer natives. This year, the effect of Shani Dhaya, also known as Kantak Shani, will commence at the beginning of the year for people born under the sign of Cancer, because on January 17, Saturn will enter to your zodiac in 8th house and will remain seated in the house throughout the year. So, you will experience the effects of Saturn's position. Jupiter, the lord of your destiny, will be placed in the position of your destiny at the beginning of the year. It will continue to protect you in every way and continue to bring you prosperity in life. On April 22nd, when it enters Aries and Jupiter will transit in Rahu in the 10th house of your horoscope, forming Guru Chandal Dosh, especially in the month of May. Rahu will then leave your place of karma and enter your place of luck, and Ketu will transit in your 3rd house on October 30. In addition to this, all the other planets will continue to transit sometimes. The beginning of the year will require some attention to your health due to the transit of Saturn, which will move from the 7th house to the 8th house and may have an impact on it. However, because Jupiter is in the 9th house during the time, your mind will be more focused on religious pursuits. Jupiter will remain in your 9th house for as long as possible. You can achieve the goal if you don't let any of your work hinder you. You will start seeing good effects even with the little work. By the grace of Jupiter, you will be able to overcome the mental stress that Saturn will continue to produce, and as soon as you do, you will be free of the problems that Saturn's placement in the 8th house will bring into life. There will be a lot of instability in January following the transit of Saturn. The current marital status will begin to ease. You will be helped by luck, which will lead to successful business and employment outcomes. Because Mars will be in your 11th house, during this time your financial situations will be favorable. The month of February will see a reduction in financial difficulties. You can have a successful marriage. However, throughout this time, there can still be some problems and conflicts in your romantic life. There can possibly be an issue on the child side. It doesn't seem like the family situation will be particularly good. With the help of your luck, Jupiter can move you somewhere in the month of April. After that, there may be chance for an interchange in the workplace when Jupiter transits in your 10th house. During this time, you can find a new job where you will have a chances to demonstrate your skills in full. You will become a little irritated in May as a result of Mars transit throughout your own zodiac. It would be best to stay far away from any discussion during these times, because it has the potential to increase strain in marriage and other personal relationships. Your prospect of traveling overseas can be made in the month of June. Although there will be a minor rise spending and some marital issues, the company will go forward at a good pace, which will make you feel relieved. Your issues with children will also disappear. July 23 will bring financial success. Your financial situation will improve. Several great schemes will pay off. You might experience egotistical thoughts and behaviors during this time as well, which will lead you more marital conflicts. You will become more determined and adventurous in August and September. You will take on these obstacles with courage. You will gain more bravery and strength. The difficulties your siblings may experience won't stop them from working with you and being supportive. People you work with could potentially turn against you if you do any unwise actions, so you should exercise a little cautious around them. Buying a large portion of land in October is likely to be successful. You can also purchase a big car at this time that will be quite sturdy and attractive as well. You must take care of your mother's health because it is possible that it will worsen during this time period. In November, there will be positive signs in your romantic life. You can make a significant move for your loved ones, and with Rahu moving into the 9th house, the difficulties in your field will also start to fade away. You will also start to reap good financial rewards. December is probably going to be a good month. You can continue to hold a respectable position at work during this time period. The stress of married life will also decrease. The investment you have made in the past will pay off, and you will discover that your efficiency is quite effective right now. Let's discuss the love relationship between Cancer people will experience ups and downs in 2023. The presence of Mars in the 5th house at the start of the year may cause conflicts and tensions, but Jupiter's favor will keep your partnership going strong. You will be able to keep your relationship going despite many difficulties till April. In the month of May, there will be more conflict between the two of you, and the stress from your job make things worse. Following that, you will have a great deal of compatibility and comfort in your connection. Your intimate ties will grow throughout the month of June, and you will consider moving forward in your relationship and possibly even considering marriage. Your relationship will become more romantic in the final month of the year, and you will share joyful moments with your special someone. Let's discuss the career horoscope for Cancer natives. Cancer natives will have to deal with some positive adjustment to the start of the year. On January 17, Saturn will enter your 8th house, giving you the ability to handle mental stress while still performing effectively in your career and businesses. Your desire to work in the field you will grow, and thanks to Jupiter luck will also be seen on your side. The season will foretells a change in employment and boost a pay in that. But in May, a special Rahu Chandal Dosh effect will be seen, which could cause you a little discomfort. You need to keep your emotions under control at this time. You must avoid getting involved in any type of conflicts at work. Your line of work could alter on October 30 when Rahu enters your 9th house. You might be transferred, but it will be for the best of your career and in best of your interest. The final few months of the year will see you advance and reach you a new levels in your work. If we'll discuss about the education horoscope, this year is going to have a mixed way outcomes for the students of Cancer zodiac. You will be particularly enthusiastic about your studies at the start of the year, since Mars will have an impact on your 5th house and Jupiter will also be in the 5th house. The ability to focus will also be strong, but starting on January 17, the transit of Shani and the appearance of Saturn in your 5th house will continue to interfere with your academic progresses. So, you will need to put in a lot of effort. If you are in your final years of study, you may be chosen for the campus interview and receive a fair salary. The higher education is set to see a very beneficial first half of the year. When you have opportunity to study abroad between March and June, you can realize your ambition of moving to the country to further your education. Finance Horoscope 23 tells that there will be financial ups and downs during the year. You will also occasionally experience success. Mars will be retrograde in your 11th house at the beginning of the year, which will continue to boost your income. The financial situation will be favorable with any luck up to April. Sun, who stays in your 11th house in April, also signifies an increase in your income. Throughout the entire year, Saturn will be in your 8th house, thus you should be careful while making any significant investment because they could lead to financial ruin. Between May and July, a slight rise in tension is also possible. Money-related worries will come up occasionally. The Sun will transit through your 2nd house in August, and this will cause your bank account to grow. You will need to move slowly between September and October since you will have some financial difficulties at this period. Additionally, you will incur costs for your family which will have an impact on your finances. A necessary household purchase will be expensive in the months of November and December, but your income will climb significantly in December. Now let's discuss family horoscope. This year will be full of ups and downs for those born under the Cancer zodiac. It's possible that you will experience conflicts in your family life from January to April. Your 4th and 10th house will be affected by Rahu and Ketu, while your 2nd and 5th house will be impacted by Saturn, who is positioned in the 8th house. Mars will also be in your 2nd and 5th house in January, which could cause conflict in your family and a little mental stress in the first few months of the year. The Chandal dosha of Jupiter and Rahu, which will be formed in May, will have an impact on your family life as well. Your father's health could decline and the family environment may worsen. From October onwards, your family life will be very happy. The family won't have any trouble getting along, but on October 20, the mother's health could start to decline. The health will not get better by November if you take good care of them. Following that, November and December will be favorable. Now let's discuss the children horoscope 23. Your children will have a good year to start. After that, Mars, who is in his own sign, will aspect the 5th house and Jupiter aspect the 5th house from the perspective of his 9th house. Your kids will advance in both of these circumstances, will provide them energy and be useful for any work they accomplish. However, in the interval, while Saturn transits in the 8th house and conjuncts your 5th house, you might continue to worry about your children's health for nearly the entire year, even though the planetary configuration or your kids' performance this year may be successful. Jupiter will have a positive effect for this reason. As of October, you will observe improved result in relationship to youngsters, and you will also feel proud as you see them advance. Now let's discuss the marriage horoscope for Cancer natives. The beginning of the year will be difficult for married life in 23. Saturn will be in your 7th house at the beginning of the year, which will generate romance in your partnership but also cause conflicts between you. Saturn will then go your 9th house on January 17, after which you will view your 2nd house, which at the point may cause more conflicts in your marriage. The connection with the in-laws side will also have ups and downs. After that, things will gradually return to normal. But between May and July, when Mars transits over your zodiac sign, married life will likely experience an unsurge in tension. The Sun will transit through your 1st house and look at the 7th house in the following month of August. At that point, there can be an ego conflict between you and your partner. Due to Rahu impact Ketus, there will already be friction in the household. It will now be necessary to pay a little more attention as a result. The placement of Mars in the 4th house after this will also cause some issues. After that, on October 30, when Rahu and Ketu enter your 9th and 3rd house respectively, there will be minor decrease in these difficulties, and by the end of the year, you will enjoy your marriage and take your life partner on a sightseeing excursion. Now let's discuss about the business horoscope for those involved in the business sphere. This year will be full of ups and downs. There will likely be ups and downs in a business because Saturn will be in the 7th house and the start of the year, and Rahu will be in the 10th house. The business will then advance gradually as Saturn, the Lord of 7th house, spends the rest of the year in the 8th house. Although it will go slowly, your business will nevertheless grow. You will make significant success in your business this year, especially between October and December, and the issues that were present in the past will diminish. Between April and August, there can be some friction in the economic world. Before that, there will be pressure on you throughout this period, and you will feel like it's crucial to abide by certain laws. But after that, things will get better and you will be able to gradually grow your firm. According to the Cancer Horoscope 23, between July and November of this year, you might experience a memorable occasion, and between October and December, extensive trips will provide you the opportunity to meet new people. Business-related travel will produce favorable outcome. Now let's discuss property and vehicle horoscope. This year will be average in terms of real estate. Avoid purchasing any form of large automobile this year while Rahu Ketu is in your 4th house, since it won't be particularly beneficial for you. After October 30th, when Rahu Ketu departs from this zodiac and enters the 3rd and the 9th house, you will also have wonderful opportunities to purchase a car. The best time to buy cars and property will be between November 30 and December 25, when Venus will transit through your 4th house. During this time, you can purchase large amount of either movable or immovable property. In addition, you may be successful in purchasing a property in May of this year. Now let's discuss about the wealth and profit horoscope. The Cancerians, if a condition of riches and profits is observed in 23, then this year will be adventurous for you. Overall, yet some expenses will also be remain equal due to Saturn's placement in the 8th house. You will receive the money you invest over the long run, and your financial objectives will be effective. Jupiter will increase your luck by influencing the place of fortune, which will help you succeed in terms of riches and profit. You will profit particularly from January to April. There will be opportunities to profit from the public sector in a month of April and May, and you can use ancestral property in the month of August to boost your bank account balance. Following that, September will reward you financially for your own efforts. You can also gain from the government sector during this time. In addition to everything said above, there is a probability that the month will have some ups and downs. However, you will have access to a sizable sum of money at the end of the year. Now let's discuss the health horoscope. The beginning of the year will be slightly weak in terms of health, as on January 17, Saturn will be transiting through your 8th house of your horoscope, which has the potential to lead to some long-term issues. In order to prevent this from happening, you must continuously pay attention to your health, obtain regular medical exams, and fully understand your health so that you can start treating any disease as soon as they appear. May has a chance to turn out to be the poorest month in the terms of health. You can develop a chest infection or a lung infection at this time. You might complain of pneumonia brought on by a cold. July will be a good time for your health, and you can also get rid of any lingering health related issues. Due to the carelessness and lack of self-care, you may experience several common physical issues between August and September. However, Cancer Horoscope 23 advises you that if you eat well, you can greatly reduce the likelihood of these issues. The month of November and December shows sign of health improvements. Let's discuss about the lucky numbers. The lucky number for those born under the sign of Cancer are 2 and 6. The moon is ruling the planet of Cancer. The total number for the year 23 according to the Astrology 23 will be 7. As a result, this year may prove to be a little better than average for those born under a sign of Cancer. It will also occasionally bring about favorable combinations for you. You will face many obstacles, but some of them can be the result of your own errors and negligence. Your education and religious faith will help you overcome your situations. You must have self-confidence for this. Now I am going to tell you about the astrological remedies. A full moon should be observed as a fast. On the day of war, worship should be offered to Lord Shiva in Chandreshwar Avatar. Reciting the Shivashtak or Shri Shiv Sahasranam Stotra will also be helpful. You will become healthier and achieve business progress if you fast on Mondays. Lastly, you will gain a lot from wearing a high quality pearl gem. You can put this stone on your junior finger on Monday during the Shukla Paksh, and reciting the Shri Shiv Tandav Stotra will help you if you are sick or dealing with any difficulties. So, dear native, this is all you need to know about 2023. I hope this video brings a sense of clarity to you and you can plan your year ahead accordingly. Thanks for connecting with us.